Hey there. I've been getting a lot of questions about living in North Texas lately, and I've got to say, there are some really interesting pros and cons that most people don't realize. Let's talk about our proximity to major cities. A lot of people don't know this, but living in North Texas means you're smack dab between some amazing cities like Dallas and Fort Worth, and even closer to Oklahoma border than you would think. It's perfect if you want the suburban lifestyle, but still like the idea of hopping into the city for a concert or a fancy dinner or gambling in Oklahoma. It's like having the best of both worlds. The other thing that's really cool is that we are considered to have a strong economy and job market. You've got companies like Toyota, Liberty Mutual, and State Farm all relocating to places like Plano and Richardson and up north to Sherman. It's not just tech jobs either. We're talking about finance, healthcare, and education. And with the low cost of living compared to other major cities in the country, people are really seeing North Texas as the place to grow their careers. The other thing is our top notch schools. The schools here, especially in Frisco, Allen, Plano, are some of the best in the state. The public schools are highly rated and there are a real sense of community involvement in education. People move here specifically for our schools, even if it means a larger commute. So the other thing that's really cool is our diverse entertainment and dining options. I bet you didn't know this, but North Texas has a growing food scene that rivals Austin. Places like Legacy West in Plano or the new dining spots popping up in McKinney offering everything from world-class sushi to authentic Tex-Mex. The live music venues, theaters, and community events keep things really alive without having to go into downtown Dallas. And the other really cool thing is that so many of them are free. Like the places we like to go are like Waters Creek, the Hub of Allen, Hub on 121, McKinney has a ton, Legacy West has a ton. All these places have tons of activities. Frisco, you've got sports, basketball, soccer, football, so much just here in a very close proximity. And we're not even talking about the Lake Texoma activities and all that's up and coming up there. Now, let's talk about what some might consider cons, okay? One is the urban sprawl and traffic. I was in LA, people in LA, people talk about how bad the traffic is in LA. And I was like, this feels a lot like home. Because you know what? One downside people don't think about until they're here is the urban sprawl. Like it is huge. North Texas is growing so fast, and sometimes it feels like the roads just can't keep up. You can end up spending a lot of time in the car, especially during peak hours. Even small commutes can be a hassle. And if you're not used to it, whoo, let me just tell you, get to know your podcasts, get to know your music. Another thing is what some would consider our weather. Some would call it extreme. I don't know if it's extreme, but maybe the word is bipolar. I don't know. So the weather can be so unpredictable. One day it's sunny and 75, and the next day you've got a tornado warning or a sudden ice storm. It's just part of the deal here, but it can be a shock for people coming from more stable climates. And let's not forget that those 100-degree summers, it's not for the faint of heart, because there are days where 100 degrees feels nice because it is hot, hot, hot. The other thing that folks don't realize here is the property taxes. A big one people don't often realize is that while Texas doesn't have a state income tax, the property taxes can get pretty high. It's a bit of a trade-off. You've got to weigh that against the overall cost of living, but it can catch newcomers by surprise when they see their annual property tax bill. Another is the rapid development. The growth is great for the economy, but some of the small town charm is being replaced by all the new development. Places like Frisco and Prosper used to be quiet little towns, and now they're booming. It's exciting, but if you're looking for that small town feel, you might need to move further out. And really, who knows how long that'll last? Salina used to be way out there. It's booming. There you have it. A little inside scoop on what's really like living here in North Texas. It's a fantastic place to be, but like anywhere, it's not perfect. It just depends on what you're looking for. So let me know if you've ever want to chat more about it. I could talk about this seriously all night. Talk to you soon.